Okay, so we are back. We fast traveled real quick from the mines back to Sidonia. Didn't feel like running all the way across, basically all the way across town. It was kind of annoying. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, let's see. So, full disclosure, we have migrated this playthrough from my computer to my Xbox Series X. So right now, I have basically got it all the way back to the same point that we were. Just a couple of differences here. One is when I came out of the that freight ship, I didn't get stuck underneath, so I didn't have to come all the way back and turn these in. So
you place that sensor, and my mark is as good. I'm already getting readings from it. Nothing yet, but when he shows, we'll get him. Here's your pay. Think of it as your cut of the bounty for your assistance.
Alright. Nice. And then
crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia.
close this one up.
No rush, but, well, actually, oh, no. I hope they did not get into my cargo and ruin anything. As for the crew, I assume dead, yes? That is too bad. Too bad. But you found the ship and its cargo, and that is good at least. I will send someone to retrieve it now that you made it safe. Thank you. Maybe I will have more jobs for you. If you want.
And as I said before, we do want, it's just that next time I gotta be smarter about it and basically just follow the instructions. Just stick with that. Alright, so we're gonna go down here. Talk to the one guy. See what we got.
Watch out for the robots. They're surprisingly sneaky.
You've got the slate. Let me see. Reduced joint wear? Oh, increased lifting capacity. A dose of this stuff could make a miner way more efficient. This formula's gotta be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make miners more efficient, higher yield, synergy, all that business crap. And that you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt. You good at doing pitches and stuff like that?
Let's see. Why I could sell ice to a cold guy. Okay, so no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go probably let's ask him.
You can try if you feel confident, but I didn't want to push our luck. Besides, if that drug gets big, I think everyone benefits. So, you think you can sell him on it?
On my way back, I was wondering about him, right? He doesn't have the red eyes, so how is he able to just hang out willy-nilly? No issues.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, and here, a copy of the formula for yourself, in case you ever want to try maximizing your own industrial output. Oh, use that if you can. Good luck.
Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, so what we're gonna do is Then on up to the Trade Authority. Do some wheeling and dealing.
I swear that warning klaxon still startles me every time.
Was there something else?
Alright, let's see. Now, I have before just said I wanted to pay off Bristol's debt. It's like 21,000 and some change. And I'm like, I mean, granted, we can afford it. But the one thing I was thinking about right here is one thing that the guy said, the other guy that we just left, said that it would bring new jobs about and everything like that. So, granted, we don't like giving it to him, but this is the way that you get the miners back to work, and then you open up that, maybe down the line you'll see that it increased prosperity on Mars. I don't know.
I'm never one to turn away an opportunity, but I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed.
Alright, so we're gonna just go. A chem made from aqueous hematite. I call it pick me up.
Aqueous hematite, iron and wastewater.
That's right.
Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before.
Mm-hmm.
And exactly what does this new drug of yours do?
And we'll go with this one. This slate shows us a cure for human weakness. Better workers today.
Sounds like it could be useful if the data backs up your claims. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers. Or so I've heard.
I'm going to go with the top one. I already cleared them out. Won't cost you credit to get started.
Well now, that is intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
A completely untapped resource pool.
Mm-hmm.
The sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia would be clamoring to get their hands on.
Sure would.
We could contract out all the actual lab work. Bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials. The licensing fees alone. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. This mine, reopened, thanks to the Martian Trade Authority.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting indeed. And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
See? Now here's the thing, right? And I haven't tried it. I want credits, bounds of them, right? So say he pays me like say 50, 60,000. So I make the credits and then I say, hey, I want to pay off person's debt. You know what I'm saying? Then, my net profit is still about 40K. But there's no guarantee. He might just pay me 25. Which means I still make a net profit, but I gotta try that. I gotta try it. But you know what? Let's just go.
Dr. Walker's dead? That's it? Consider it wiped. Well, it seems we have a deal then. And here, a finder's fee from the Authority. A perfectly reasonable amount for a discovery with this sort of potential. Wouldn't want you feeling shortchanged down the road.
Oh,
We'll
I
just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts.
3K.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, Captain.
I feel shortchanged. Alright. Head on down. Head on in and talk to to the bartender. His name is Lou.
Yeah? Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. It was holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there, but it sounds like you might have already tossed those dregs. Here, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
Appreciate it. Alright, instead of trekking all the way across the desert, we can just, right here, come down here and just say, hey, fast travel right on back over there.
We'll be lucky if we pull anything organic off this rock.
Alright, so we ended up right back here, right? So that's cool. And then we just have to follow this. So we were already here, just we didn't have the key to get further down. Where is it? Right here.
My word. I can't imagine how an engineer could make heads or tails of this chaotic collection of drilling machinery.
Alright, let's see. We gotta get across
This
there.
explains why the miners ceased drilling. Someone must have missed this natural cavern on the geological survey. Shame.
Gotta love the weightlessness. Up and round. Alright. Some cheese, gotta get our cheese. Alright. Now once we're through here, what I like to do, I think I'm gonna have to get a different cutter. This one's got some cheese. You see that? I think what is up with it is, I'll show you in a second. Once I'm going through here, we'll go in and we'll take a look at it. It's what I get. It's something. Granted that there's a mod, and I think the next time around, before we wrap up,
Structure into this cavern must be quite a feat. I suppose it was a bit like building a ship in a bottle.
because this is where we want to go, right over there. And then, hold on, just wanted to mine the rest of the aqueous hematite, so I have a little bit of a supply on hand, so I can make my own pick-me-up chem station. Yeah, I think I got it all. Alright. So, now, as I said before, let's talk about this. So, the weapon that we're in question is this guy right here. As you can see, it is a Tesla modified cutter, right? So I just messing around. With one of the mods that I have on here, it allows you to go in and upgrade your weapons, and it also puts a quality level. As you can see, this is quality level 1, and but it also gives you the ability now to add the mods to it, right? You know, slot 1, slot 2, and slot 3. So this is now a legendary. Legendary. It does only 4 damage, right? Energy damage, but it's legendary. And here's the thing: it's got instigating, slot 1, right? And then lacerate. But then what we keep seeing is those explosions, those those electrical things that happen. That's the Tesla mod that we added onto it that rounds will sometimes emit electricity. And then so yeah, so as we're trying to mine, it's doing that. And maybe I should just take that off of there. It's not necessary. So I get it. It's kind of funny to see it do that. And then for other weapons, yes, I have 2 Kodamas. I have this one. This is my silenced Kodama with the reflex sight, and you can see it does burst fire, right? So, or is it automatic? I think it's burst. And then one of the mods is Furious that's put on there. So each consecutive hit does more damage, right? So we want that. And then occasionally there's a small chance to stagger your enemy, knock them back, right? And then Shattering breaks through even the strongest armor. But the one thing that it does for you is that it increases the amount of damage it does, physical damage. So it might add an extra 10 DPS to it, and you put it on there. So that's cool, right? And then you can see this is quality level 2, right? So with each quality level, that also does more damage. And then we have this guy. This is the one I'm using right now. This is also suppressed. You see it does 155. It is quality level 3. So it's a weapon that I actually found in the world at quality level 3. I only have the ability, based on my skills, to mod a weapon up to quality level 2. And you see it also has Furious, but this one also has Med Theft, chance that humans drop extra med packs on death. And then it also has Shattering, right, to make it do more DPS there, right? It is also automatic, is fully automatic, I believe, with a short scope on there. Because usually when I put a scope on there, if I have it available, I'll also put Hitman in the second slot. Hitman is extra 10% damage when aiming. So I put a scope on there because, I'm thinking that kind of aiming, but it could just be aiming down the barrel. So if you're just hitting the left trigger to aim, whether you have a reflex sight or even just sights on there, iron sights on there or something like that, it might still work that way. So, but why take a chance? And then this is a replica. This is from a mod that actually put different of the weapons in the game from different quest weapons. And so this is a replica of the weapon you would get from the Crimson Fleet, one of the missions in the Crimson Fleet. And so this is all modded out with Furious because it is a mag shear, right? It is a version of it. So it's like a machine gun almost, right? It does, fully automatic, and each consecutive hit does more damage, right? And it has staggering on it, and then skip shot. So every 4th shot fires 2 projectiles. So I haven't actually put it to the test yet to see exactly what that's going to look like, you know, but we'll see. You know, so we got that. And then we have this. I don't usually use melee weapons, but I said, you know what, I'll hold on to this one. And then what this is basically kind of is a conversion of the Kadama, right? So you see how it does way more damage than the other one. And it has a compensator on there instead of a silencer. Because I kind of use this as my shotgun type weapon. Because it has the 1-inch punch mod on it. And that one, you know, it basically fires like a shotgun. And it just way totally boosts the damage output of the weapon. You can even see it's a quality level 1 weapon, so I can actually take it to the workbench and make it a level 2, and it might do as much as 300 physical damage. So we'll see. I'll put that to the test. But yeah, it's like a fully automatic shotgun. And then it is hard to control though. It does have a lot of kickback with that 1-inch punch on there, but it's cool. So I said, hey, yeah, I'll do that. And this one, you know, like a typical shotgun, has anywhere from 2 to maybe 16 rounds, depending on which one you're using. This one is 44 rounds in the chamber. So we have that, and then I've looted this one. And I'm holding on to it. You see, it's quality level 4, but it has a scope on it already. I think these are like default, either fully automatic weapons. So, and then I'm really, like I said, I've really gotten into the automatic weapons, just because they do so much damage so quickly, right? It really helps. And then, yeah, so I mean, this is our new outfit. I switched up the outfit a little bit. She also has a different hat and hairdo. But I like the outfit. And then, the same helmet, backpack, and spacesuit. So that's all still the same. Let's see. We got a skill point. We can do scanning. Wait, where's this at? Current rank 1. We still need. Oh, we haven't done anything to boost that one. What this one? Rank 3. We're gonna boost that one. Okay, so let's go talk to the person. Oh, where am I? Alright. Oh, come on now. Get out of there.
Can't say I don't appreciate it. I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts?
I know, right? Sorry, bro. Didn't mean to, deprive you of your indebtedness, right? The chance to actually deal with the collection agencies. I just, we need to work. We need your help.
sent you. She's... Did she look okay? A terramorph? She's fortunate to be alive at all. Hope you two had plenty of backup. So what's this she had you bring all the way down here after putting you in harm's way? Hadrian said that, huh?
She sure
made
did.
you come all the way for this. Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Alright. So, we'll follow him.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the dead. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days. All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right, just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all in a slate. Hadrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved.
Well, you see, it's not a fake. I collected it from the Terramorph myself.
Can't just humor an old man, huh?
No.
This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst Terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian.
Sure did.
It was a city wiped completely off the map by Terramorphs. The swarms were so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tal Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any Terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-Terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity.
It would be the end of us as a species.
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now?
We were hoping you had some kind of idea. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Get your boots on.
Music to my ears. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
That's how we do everything, isn't it? Do it, then just ask forgiveness afterwards. Okay, let's see, where's the dock? Okay, so we got a couple ways we can do this. One, we can come around here, bring up our scanner, then, as you can see right here, we can point to our ship, and then once we're able to do that, we can actually just click on it and fast travel there. Unfortunately, we've got the marker there, but we don't actually have the icon of the city. And Sarah, with this mod, with better companion behavior stays awfully close and gets in my way all the time. But we could do it the same way we got out of here. And basically, that is just doing this. And then hitting X to set course and travel. Because basically, as long as we've been to a place before, we can fast travel back to it. Okay.
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
Alright, here we go. I always find it funny that where he eats us out of the elevator before the doors
Percival.
open up.
My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say,
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back. Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
Oh, just getting shot 100 times? I don't know. A little bit more gunfire than I'm usually accustomed to on delivery jobs, but you know, I made it.
That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on two conditions. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
See, now the cabinet, what's that? I'm not pleased with that question. And I'll tell you why. I'm not pleased with that question because there's no way for me not to know. You know what I'm saying? That's like me saying, the Senate? What's that? Congress? What's that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, you grew up in this place. You know what I'm saying? Even I know what the parliament is from Europe, right? So it's kind of, you know, there's just some things you know. Alright, but I can ask about the Armistice Archives, even though in our Vanguard training, which led us all here, it went over that.
Well, when the colony war came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations. The UC, Freestar, and House Faroon. They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts. All information related to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all 3 factions. And as to what our research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that.
Alright. Let's see. So we'll go with this option. Doesn't sound like any run-of-the-mill data you're after. I'll take that explanation now.
Of course. You deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
You know, she looks great for some between, I'm going to estimate, say, to make it to major, I mean, you've been in the military for a few years. So you say she made it to major, she was in her late 20s, early 30s, and then that was 20 years ago. So that would put her in her late 40s, early 50s now, right? And she doesn't look that old. So I always kind of find it interesting. Like Sarah, same thing. You know what I mean? She crashed and she was a commander 10 years ago. So, and then aging could be way different at this point too. They've learned how to slow that down significantly. So age is truly just another number. All right, let's see. I'm going to hit her with this, right? I'm just going to hit her with this straight up. I actually know who you are at your past. Well, that's none of my concern.
Oh, well, that means a lot. It's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the colony war. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Alright, so we're going to hit with this. Why wouldn't the cabinet agree?
I mean, I hope they will, given the evidence we've acquired. But getting the Freestar Collective and House Faroon on our side, that won't be easy.
Since neither group is exactly on great terms with the UC at the moment, for various reasons.
Exactly. It's going to mean negotiations and deals and plenty of diplomatic legwork to see this through. But I don't see a better option to solving what's going on here. So it's going to be up to us to get them on board.
I don't like that question. It sounds combative, you know. It might have been easier just to say, is this data dangerous? You So we're going to. This one's okay. Let's go talk to the cabinet.
All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
Thanks, bud. Alright, so let's get out of here. And our detour before heading to Mast is going to be. Oh. Well, first, I'm going to ask about Moara again up here, which means we got to go through that all over. Don't worry, I'll come back and do the list stuff later because I made you guys watch that.
Come January 1st,
I don't know what becomes of the whole list stuff, except when you take it, you agree to do the stuff, and then you get that first conversation. You bring that one person on board, and then that's it.
I sure hope this hearing loss isn't permanent.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Excuse me. Worker satisfaction has been trending upwards recently.
Hello there. Do I know you?
No, but I thought I'd come over here. I was wondering the same thing.
Huh. How odd that we both thought we knew each other. I'm Leona Hawks, Deimos Staryard's corporate liaison. Anyone who deals with our office likely deals with me at some point. I suppose I'll be seeing you around.
It's possible. What do you do here?
I coordinate between Deimos Corporate and the other operations, such as the Staryard itself, and the mining operations here on Sidonia. Deimos Staryard's corporation is a complex entity, given that the different divisions have different goals and priorities. My job is to make sure those are all in alignment.
And what is Deimos Staryard's relationship with the UC?
We've been contracted with the UC for decades to provide military-focused crafts for the entire fleet. It makes sense that they trust us, as Deimos is the oldest standing ship manufacturer in the settled systems. We were responsible for some of the major advancements in grav drive technology since the early days of its existence, so our legacy is strong.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see.
Bye then.
Okay, if no one else is gonna say it, I will. I'm ready to get out of here and go to the Spear. Howdy.
One sec. Okay. Yes, Tia?
I'm just saying I'm done.
I'm looking for
going to the
Vanguard.
Spear. Anyone
You ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea.
Got to do some drugs before I talk to him. Well, I'm not about to leave a brave soldier behind. I'll just find him.
You in the service? I know the feeling, but you just get so used to losing people. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
You know something? He could need help, and you shouldn't really put a price on that.
Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You gonna guilt trip me?
Sure enough, you trying to milk us for our cash. Come on now, we didn't drink up that tab. All right, here we go. Let's try this one first.
Yeah, I get your point.
And then we're gonna hit him with. We could be the only ones that could find them. See, the cool part is it's not about just filling out the bar, right, in a certain amount of turns. Because the one thing that you know is, as long as you're successful with your last persuasion attempt, it will keep going. So the turns are kind of like strikes. Once you get your 3 strikes, you're done. But if you're successful, you get you still get to keep going. So it's not over just like that.
Maybe.
We don't have to worry about that.
All right, I give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moera kept yelling about the Lady of Love, singing songs, all that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Layla's been going
Yes, we
on
will.
about the heart of Mars again.
And it's funny because a
When
lot
is
of
she
the
going to
things
give
I've
it
watched
the rest?
over this past almost a year now. You know, another month and it'll be a year since it first came out. Well, I saw a lot of people like struggling and then worrying and like, you know, I need 4 more things, you know, and it's my last chance. And it's like, oh no, you still, all you have to do is be successful and keep going as long as it takes. And then that's one of the things, like for me, when I play, I watch everything. You know what I mean? It's not to bias my opinion because honestly, I think I'm so opinionated you can't bias my opinion. But it's more. I want to know as much about the game as I possibly can going in, because it would be very frustrating for me to know nothing about a game and then sitting there fumbling through how to play it, you know, how the controls work, you know, am I doing this right, am I doing that right, and then finding out 2 hours into the game or 3 hours, or I even watched this one playthrough, and the guy is sitting in a second video and he's doing a live stream and he still doesn't know how to set the, you know, do the setting to make your suit not show up when you're in a breathable atmosphere, right? And then I watched this one guy, you know, and he's one of my favorites, but I watched him and he would sit there and literally, okay, is it a breathable atmosphere? Okay, I'm gonna, and then manually take his suit off to go out and walk around, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, seriously. Now I don't know. Maybe that was the whole point of it. You know, you know, part of that immersion thing. I got to take my suit off instead of it just being an automatic thing where you just don't see it.
It is pleasant to
But like, that would annoy me. That would literally annoy me till no end. Keep manually putting that thing on and taking it off and everything like that. You know. And then so when I first sat down and played it, I knew immediately, you know, that was an option. And it's just sometimes it's a struggle watching some people that you like play a game and just fumble through it, you know, and you get 4 or 5 different other people in the chat telling them how to do something, and you're like, no, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it, no, you know, and it's like, God, if you just watch one thing, something, tell you how to do this, you know. And I even heard one guy say something about, you know, it doesn't, you know, it'd be nice if this came with an instruction manual. I'm like, well, yeah, or it'd have been nice if you actually did some research before you started playing, right? Or pay attention to the prompts. The prompts actually tell you to do stuff. And then you're sitting there like, it just told you to do this. I don't know what you were watching on your screen because it's hard to miss it when it pops on your screen like that. You know, what were you paying attention to? So it's just, it's funny. All right, so first things first, we're gonna go and we're gonna do. I'm going to say my least favorite part of the game. This piece right here, this thing right here, and I gotta tell you why. Because it's gonna put us out about 5,500 meters out. If I'm not mistaken. So let's get in here. Go to Venus. Travel. No, I could have done that right from inside of Sidonia. I didn't even have to go out to my ship to do it. I could have just done it there. So, right here.
Hello, what do we have here? See that cluster of ships? Varun Zealots. You ever run into one? Completely devoted to a deity they call the Great Serpent. The devourer of the unbelievers. I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us.
I'm going to say, I'm going to say this. I'm going to ask her if she sees this ship anywhere.
No other ship readings in the area. And I doubt they'd be so calm if a vanguard had flown by recently.
And why are they out here?
No idea. They appear and attack people seemingly at random. House Varun technically has diplomatic ties to the other factions, but the Zealots are outside of their control. Or so they say.
Alright, so I doubt they know where our vanguard is.
No, but I think I see something else that might. There's a UC satellite beacon hovering distressingly close to those Varun ships. If we can get close enough to it, we could download its logs and figure out where our vanguard was heading to next.
Alright, so we got two choices here. We can actually go in guns blazing. And I'm counting, I want to say, and I could be wrong, it could just be 3. But I'm counting 6 red marks there, right? But those marks could be 2 to a ship instead of 1 for each individual ship. So it could be 3, it could be 6. Can we win it? Maybe. Or we can take the stealth approach, right? And I've been attacked a few times trying to bring up my stuff once I've done what I had to do, and then they get on you like right away. But we're gonna do this because I'm gonna show you why this is annoying.
Exactly. Minimal ship power. Go slow. We grab the data on that satellite and jump away.
Okay. So basically, it tells you gotta turn everything down, except the engines. You got 1 or 2 bars there, right? And then you gotta get rid of your shields, get rid of your grab drive, and turn all weapons down. That's kind of my understanding. I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right about everything, but so first things first, get the ship down, shields down, grab drive down, weapons. Okay. Aim. And click. 5980. 5903 or yeah, I think that's 5903. Right? And we're traveling with 2 bars. We can go 3 and then maybe boost ourselves up, right? So now that's too much. So now we're this far out, and this is our mission. This is it.
Bless this communion that we may walk in Janan Verun's footsteps. That he jumped from the soul system out into the beyond and touched your magnificence. That he learned the truth of the shrouding, the coming eternal embrace. That you will reward the promised and cast the accursed into shadow.
See, it's my patience right now. I'm having a hard time with it. It's like to start things up and then just go guns blazing right now, saying screw it, just go at them. I only see 3 ships over there, right? But I've managed to travel about more than a third of the way there, 40% there. So it's kind of like, you know, just suck it up and wait. Only got about 2,600 M's to go, if that's meters or miles. I don't know what it is. I mean, I could take a nap, get some shut eye. I haven't gotten the thing on the screen yet until I get some sleep. $1,600, $1,500. One of these times on a playthrough, I'm probably gonna just fall asleep, run right into it, find out what happens. Yeah, you know, screw around and find out. Almost there. Slow down a little bit.
Oh, that's not good. Earth and everything around it was abandoned a long time ago, and the old star yards are crawling with spacers and other scavengers.
Alright, so now what I found is the safest way to do this is just get here, travel. Now,
There it is. Nova Galactic Star Yard, still orbiting Earth's moon. This is where the first interstellar ships were made. People still use their modules, even though their star yard hasn't been running in forever.
now this is cool because one of the things you can do right here is you can say, hey, what happened? Because if you didn't go through the Vanguard part, right, mission, you don't know at this point really what happened. You don't have the full story. So you can say, what happened to Earth anyway? Why do we leave it?
It's all ancient history now, but the Earth lost its atmosphere. It started sputtering out into space. Humanity had about 50 years to evacuate the planet. That's kind of how the United Colonies government started, managing the exodus. Earth is more or less a dust ball now. You can occasionally find a few remnants of the world we left behind on the surface, but not much.
Which is pretty cool. It would have been nice if they had made Earth so that there was, you know, like, you know, just so like desolate, empty cities, you know, that you can just go down and they've been picked apart. There's very little, but just rubble and just, you know, broken down and just pieces of skyscrapers and, you know, buildings that just wouldn't have, you know, that would have been cool instead of just the dusty planet. Okay, so we're going to put our Starship engineering to work here and try to impress her a little bit. Parts from an obsolete manufacturer still working. That's impressive.
Oh, believe me, the frontier wouldn't be operational without it. Nova was more concerned about redundancy and open design. Interstellar travel was a big unknown then, after all. So know the parts break down, it's easy to jury-rig a fix for almost anything. Nowadays, starship manufacturers engineer complex modules you always have to buy whole cloth.
Okay, so most star stations, well, we know this because we've already docked with a few. We've been to the den a few times. Alright. So, slow down, let's bring everything back up. You never know who you're going to run into out here. At any given time, engine's all the way back up. And then, let's just go in. That's what you do. Right. First things first. Let's check my Just checking my inventory.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Already looking at a corpse. Okay. It's not Vanguard Moara.
Where are we? 1,000. We get 3K, 6K, 3K. Maybe we'll hit it on the way back.
Looks like spacers were scavenging around here and someone else came in and said hello. Oh, this won't be your last encounter with the space.
What we're doing is we're kind of looking for cred sticks and lockers.
Anyone who gets in their way. They're even less organized than the Crimson Fleet. Just countless desperate groups scavenging and killing to survive.
Digipick, we'll take that. We don't need the Capt. We have a Freestar Militia Cap on. That's all the Cap we need. Is that food? Yeah, we'll take the food. Mochi won't take that. We'll come over here. There's a, we will take the credits. We'll leave her no dignity. No dignity. Take the Digipick. We'll come in here. Boom. Boom. What do we got? Oh, look at that. A shoddy. Level 3. Shotgun shells. Yeah. Anything that's all over here. Ooh. Just your breadsticks. Kind of a bummer. Usually you're good for one here. Ah, there's one. No pads. The Urban Eagle. More, hey, even more. One out. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna go first person. What do we got? Our silence weapon. Take the ammo. Always take the ammo. And then let's see. The post is good. That way we know we've already looted them for what we wanted.
That was an ecliptic mercenary. What are they doing here?
I think
Scavenging a
500
star
credits been
yard
sent to
low end
my
for them.
parents. Oh, nothing. Oh, onion. Yeah, onion. What? I don't know. Faculty. So it's faculty. You can hear the fighting going on. Oh, we can't move that because our closed. Oh man, superfood based. There's a meal here. Heal. Not heals. Whoa, that was good. Oh, headshots. Right up here. It's funny, that little repulsion thing. Just like this thundering hand, and boom, back up.
I'm sure they had something we can use.
They always have something you can use or sell. Remember that. Use or sell. We can make more money off of it. Okay. Oh shoot. See, took him out with the elbow. Alright, we're gonna go in here. We go to settings. We're gonna go, okay, enemy combat damage is very hard. We'll go extreme and go very hard. Then come back. So the enemy is going to do their maximum amount of damage now. Alright, since we have, I believe, the maximum amount of health that we can have. Alright, we got the search and rescue key. My thing is I don't want to miss crit sticks. They're all laying around somewhere. Here we go. We're missing that. You run with the dregs of society. Hourglass. Nothing. And a lot of blood. Ooh, pancake plus. Pancake plus. More food. Emergency kit. And iguana. Yep, eat an iguana. Okay, let's see what we got. Alright, so put this search and rescue key to work. I think there it is. That's 10K, 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 30K, just like that. Thank you, Mordred. That's a mod of his. Alright, let's do Alright. Okay, let's see. All the blood. Slow it down. So you try to be responsible, and then you just eventually after bed, you just like, yeah, just take it off. The greed overwhelms you. Alright, take a look. Get up here. Take the cheesecake. The tranquility. The latte. I think I'm carrying like 40, 50, 60 pounds of just food. I think those are books that I've already picked up already. Oh, excuse me. Whoa. Up in here yawning, going to sleep is what I'm doing. Imagine what you guys are doing. If I'm falling asleep and I'm going talking and doing
Suppose
stuff.
they're not going to need it anymore.
Alright. Alright, come on. Let's keep going. Is there anybody here? Oh, there's something. Holy cow. This weapon's OP. It just is. How many times did I hit you? I mean, I don't know how many rounds are hitting you, but the setup is just, there's nothing you can do.
Commencing attack.
Dang it. Missed. Come on, keep commencing attack. Okay, let's get this together. Whoa. Oh, somebody's using one of those Nova blasters. Four of you. Come on now. Bring yourself out. I can't believe I missed him with every shot. Oh gosh, you see that? I can't see right. Stupid Nova blast. The EM weapons. Whoops. Really? Really, dude? Sarah's just chilling. Anymore? That's what she's like. Anymore? Yeah. Alright. I'm carrying too much. Okay. I gotta head back. Yeah. Have to unload. Let's see. Uh-oh. I'm stuck. Alright. Okay, let's take a look here. What do we got? Set a zero wire, yep. Set a pack of cigs.
Carrying enough
Yep.
clutter there, or should we find some more?
We're gonna find some more. You're lucky I don't start sprinting just to work on my weightlifting. Now that I'm over encumbered. Look at that. I picked up something else. Look at that. Look at that. I'm sprinting. Alright. We should be responsible. But we will be. Just a second. Get a couple more things to do. Might as well do it all at once. Okay. Here. This should make you happy. Alright. So, we have all these weapons. What is this? Oh. Here. Miscellaneous, paperweight, the cigs, the pliers, the box cutter. Alright, what are we down to? 186. 186. Wait, let's just check. Where's all the weight here? Okay. We can get rid of some of these. It's about how many of these things that actually have some weight to them do we want to carry around? See, we have the snake oil. Do we need the injectors? Right. Then, are we a junkie right now? Junkie right now? Nope, so we don't need that in here. Let's take a look here. So the red trench, do we ever use that? Damage resistance for about 3 minutes and melee damage. We don't. We don't. We could, but we never do. So, Paramore, we do use it occasionally. Antibiotic paste. Okay. That's good enough. And consumables. We got 92 pounds of consumables. Almost. We only need that. Technically, that's all we need right now. And then we can always grab it when we run out. It'd be great if you could have a consume button here. Just hit consume. So we got 2 foods and 2 drinks. Still 20 pounds, but that's 70 pounds less. So look at us now. We got 12 pounds in notes. Those are books. The books weigh something 25, 9 pounds, but whatever. It weighs half of the books. Alright, half max. Alright, let's go. Let's get it. Oh, hey, there we go. Alright, so we get that guy. We're gonna go in this way. Alright. So you can see they got a guy over there. We got a guy over there. There. They're just waiting. Waiting to die. So should we go in? Oh, sure. Oops. There's nothing down here. 4. One. Puncture wounds. Bandage. Headshot. Alright. So just only 2 down. Oh, this guy. Yep. 2. Oh shit. Are you gonna get away with a little damaging my bullets? There's one. Oh, there he is. Sir, you almost got shot like that. It's not okay to shoot my future wife. That was the easiest. Okay, coming through here. But I think that's because we got quite a few of them in the other room. Oops, no, no. This way. Okay, so we're here. It's nice how they set you up with bench, research station, and some sesame turkey. Okay, let's see. Let's go around. Stay down here. And we're gonna go around. Oh. In here, if we need it. Take ice whips. And then, real quick, take a look. Where are you? Let's take a look at these guys. So, in redundancy, we can recon skill something. We can put a suppressor on you. Yeah, we can stop on a drum magazine. We still need to work on our internal mods or research. Can't get you to burst fire, but it's fully automatic right now. And then let's see, what do we have? We got disassembler, extended that, we don't need it. We do have a couple of furious maps. Furious on here.
Whoa, that looks lethal.
Yeah, thank you. Did you hear her? Then we can say hit ban, extra 10% off your anything. And then, last but not least, see shattering we can't do. Just see what it does. 11 points, almost 12. And then look at the one punch. Basically doubles it. Yeah, doubles it. But the skip shot, every 4 shot fires 2 projectiles. Boom. And then what is the quality 3? So we can't change that. And this we can't change. But, oh, that's right. Which one is it? This one? I think it's this one. That's quality 2. Where's the other one? This is it. So we're going to come in here. And then you see med that we can change this. Did you see? We can boost that. Look at that. Look at that jump. We can't do 3, but we can do 2. Now it's even more potent. And then this one, this is our constant guy. We will do this. We'll take you to level 2. But guess what? I am gonna throw this guy. How many of these do we have? Only one, so I'm not gonna throw that, obviously. But I'm gonna throw him in the recycler and basically take the legendaries off. Yeah. Here is a battlestorms. Grand Village. Then we've already been in there. Anything we needed, we already grabbed. Let's get in there. Oops. Missed the stairs. Maybe cool. Snaps Alpha.
This is Vanguard Moira. Sorry if I had to reclaim some UC property, but this whole star yard is overrun. I've patched up my ship, and I'm heading to Neptune. Going to put in another request to get the fleet out here to deal with these spacers. But until then, if any of you thugs are listening, I'm the damn ghost stealing your stuff in the night. Clear out while you have the chance.
He's almost daring the spacers to come after him. It's actually not a bad plan. Much better odds destroying one of their ships than fighting them all at once here.
Alright. Okay, and let's see. That's usually all I grab in here. And then we got this guy. Combat knife. There's a mod that does more loot, so that's why there's more stuff in there. Not because those type of chests have as much as let's see, is that breadsticks? Yes. 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 30,000. Okay. Alright. Come on, Sarah. Let's get out of here. And right where we started, right here, on the way out. And then we can decide if we want to actually collect stuff we left on this guy.
Captain Blaze, hello.
Hey.
I am satisfied to see that you survived your most...
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, undock. And on to the next phase of this mission. Bring up our menu. X to set course. We gotta go to Neptune.
Wait, you see that?
There he is.
There's a ship just drifting out there. No time to take in the sights. That could be our vanguard.
Sure is. It says Molaris ship.
Something's wrong. The ship's weapons are powering up.
Get ready. Put the shields down.
If you stop shooting at us, we'd be more than happy to respond.
That'd
We
be
blow that
awesome.
ship out of the stars, he's dead and our artifact's gone. We're going to have to board. Target the engines.
I'm trying.
We'll have our chance.
That's it. Start the docking routine. Come on. Let's go rescue that vanguard.
Alright, board. Alright, here we go. Depending on which way you go, you get to drink some early bonus. That's just my payment for coming to get you. We'll take those two. Alright. Oh yeah, let's give this guy a try. Let's see.
Gonna make you pay.
Look at my health.
I'm hit.
That's what. I don't know this one.
The frost is starting to interfere with my instruments.
Oh gosh. Did I take him down? Yeah, there it is. Right. I took her down. Sorry. Or them. Just to be PC. Okay, we won't leave that. Let's go out here and do this. I am carrying too much again. Might as well just add to it. Oops. Okay, we don't need to up down anymore. Alright. I have almost 12,000 rounds for this guy. Holy cow.
Am I glad to meet whoever you two are? Looks like we're all in one piece. Any day you walk away from, right?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna say reaching a hostile ship and saving lives. My kind of party.
Now I know that kind of talk. You two Marines?
Constellation, actually.
What? Seriously? Man, I've heard stories, but I had no idea you all were this dangerous.
Oh.
We've heard stories too, about a strange object you found on patrol.
So, you know what that thing is? I tried to hawk it in Sidonia, and the guy thought I was peddling phony titanium.
It doesn't play nice with scanners. It'd be worthless to someone trying to flip rare minerals quickly.
So you're saying I shouldn't be using it as a hood ornament?
Now, I always want to say, I'm going to groan on behalf of scientists everywhere. Then you're going to hand over the artifact. But if you want him as a crew member, hit him up with this one for sure. And then later on, you can do this. So watch, because it leads to the rest of the conversation. You were out on patrol for a long time. People were worried.
Oh, that. Yeah, I mean, it's been a mess lately. Spacers, Varun zealots, plus Ecliptic tracking me down.
We ran into a few members of Ecliptic at the Nova Galactic Star Yard. I'm guessing they were after you.
Ah, damn. That's probably how they found me. I knew taunting the Spacers to meet me at Neptune was a long shot. Making rookie mistakes. I've been chasing shadows around the Sol system for years. And every time I go back to Mars...
Sidonia is waiting for you. Run down, forgotten.
Feels like everyone's given up, you know? I've just been spending more and more time in the Starfield. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really going back.
And then right there, when he goes through that, you get this. Well, maybe it's time to get out of Sol. I could use more group.
Yeah? You know, that's actually kind of tempting. I'd have to settle some things back on Sidonia. Maybe hit me up there later.
If you don't mind, we came here for something. That strange object you found?
Right. Hey, it's yours. Appreciate the rescue. Hope you figure out whatever that thing is.
Let's grab the artifact.
And he really was using it as a hood ornament. Ain't that something?
Good work. Let's get back to the lodge.
Alright, let's get out of here. See, now the thing is, and real quick, as we get out of here, I just want to show you something. Show you. So, my fleet of ships, right, I have 13 ships now. Basically, the one that you get in the Frontier, and then 12 others that I've commandeered throughout the game. Basically in space battles. This one, with one of the mods that adds basically more enemies and increases the occurrence of them. This one is you run into the first quite often, and in some cases you get a ship like this from the first pterosaur. And then I just came in, I modded it a little bit, and then added in some pieces to increase the cargo capacity, right? And then of course that's all Dark Star stuff. But then we come here, and then this is the last one that I just got, and of course the game is going to do this to me, and we might be stuck right here and not be able to move forward. Gotta love it. Luckily, you can just back out. Alright, so we're gonna try it one more time, and we're gonna go from a different angle. So here's our trusty Frontier. Then the Endeavor, and then the Stranded Ecliptic Cutlass, which is pretty cool. And you can see it's very close to the pterosaur, right? Except this one has some extended things on it, things that I've added. And then you have the smuggler. And then, yes, the Varroons, right? They happen more often. And here's the heretic missionary. And then this is another one of the first ships, the Dalahan, or the Dullahan. And then a spacer hyena. Usually this is the one I usually like to go with, to tell you the truth. You know, just mod it up and change a bunch of stuff with it. But I actually like this one. And the raccoon. And then the Banshee, which I'm not sure why these are not coming through right now. Why it's having trouble loading those. But it is what it is. So let's do this real quick and then call it a day. We do not have any contraband on us. It would have told us. It'll take a minute. Alright, well I didn't expect it to put me out here, but real quick, let me show you how we ended up with all those ships. If you come out, and whenever I go into a system, and you know, you land it, you end up at the planet with this view, and then you just take it out one level. Excuse me. You can see there's going to be points of interest out here. And then I think with one of the mods that I put on, it increases. And then you go and you check this one out, right? It'll tell you there's a, you know, concealed signal here. You know, there's an emergency distress signal over here. And then you go check them out. Get into the fights and everything like that. You build up your piloting skill. You level up pretty quickly, right? And once you have enough skill points in the right place, next thing you know, you're out there. Especially if you come over here, it's one of the best ones to have would be this guy. Also boost up this guy and this guy here, and that will help you build up your piloting skill as you take ships, right? You need the targeting control systems in order to zoom in and actually target certain ship systems, right? Again, the first thing you want to do is break their shields, then target them, and then take out the engine. And then you can board after that. This increases the amount of damage you do and the recharge speeds of your weapon, right? And then shields. The shield has 60% increased shield capacity, so that it helps protect you and keep you going in the fight. If you want, you can do this one too. This increases your speed. And I'm trying to remember which one. This one, I think, Starship. The systems repair faster, right? And if I had a point, I would probably throw it in there, you know, because you want your ships to repair quicker. this one I've been building up is just because when you're modding your ships out and adding to it, the higher your skill level here and your actual overall level, they all combine together to determine what you're allowed to, what's available to you to put on your ship and to purchase for your ship. So it's interesting. But here we are, and what we're going to be doing next is we got two things, right? We're probably going to, well, I guess, no, on next time around, we're going to drop off the artifact, and then we are going to go and finish up with Hadrian and her stuff, and try to finish out the UC quest line. It's actually a pretty cool quest line. And then from there, I think the next thing we're going to do, since we're already dressed for the occasion, is to go after the Crimson Fleet. You know what I mean? I think we look good as a pirate. So that's where we're going to end it today. Remember, like, comment,
scientist out in front of mast,
and
staring
subscribe.
at trees, sounds upset. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
No, it can't be that bad. It's just crazy. It's crazy. I'm surprised I hadn't gotten that before. So yeah, remember, definitely subscribe. That way we can get more content out to you. And we'll see you next time. All right. Bye.